As far back as I can remember, I wanted to be a legendary knight, but instead I got lost in the woods, punched by a peasant, and arrested for a crime I don't even remember committing. Welcome to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, the game I love, but will never finish. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is everything that I've wanted in a medieval RPG, an immersive world, deep role-playing mechanics, and a brutal combat system that makes me feel like I need an actual training regimen just to survive. But despite my love for it, I have to accept the harsh reality. I'll never finish this game. And you know what? I'm okay with that.
Are you just making this video so you don't feel bad about putting one of the best RPGs of the modern era into your backlog of games?
No, I still plan to play it and complete it as much as possible. But let me explain why I will never actually finish Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The combat system in KCD 2 is tough but fair. This isn't a game where mindlessly swinging your sword will get you through battles. You have to plan your attacks, study enemy movements, and time your blocks and counters like a real knight would. Sure, you might land a lucky hit by flailing your sword around, but that strategy drains your stamina faster than a lifted Ford F-150 drains gas on the highway. I've put in close to 20 hours just trying to get my attack combos and blocks timed right, yet I really don't feel like I've mastered the system. And then there's the lock-on mechanic. It's weird. More than once I've died because I was too close to a second enemy and couldn't lock onto them in time to block. Instead, I just stood there like a medieval punching bag while they cut me down. The realism in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 is both its greatest strength and its most intimidating feature. You don't just play a medieval knight, you live as one. You have to manage everything: your weight, armor condition, sword sharpness, hunger, drunkenness, and even hygiene. At times, it feels like you need a doctorate in medieval studies just to navigate the menus. And don't get me started on the Codex. It's a treasure trove of medieval history that makes my inner history nerd ecstatic, but it also adds to the overwhelming depth. I'll sit down to play the game, open the Codex for a quick read, and suddenly an hour has passed, and I've learned more about medieval farming than I've ever needed to know. The distraction spiral in this game is something that I can only compare to Skyrim's. After completing the tutorial missions, my first goal was to crash a wedding for the main story. Simple, right? Wrong. Instead, I explored the countryside, found my horse who ran away in the prologue, killed a farmer who blamed Arbalest for his son's death, picked flowers, read books, played dice, ate and drank at the tavern, brewed potions, got stuck blacksmithing swords for way too long, and started multiple tavern brawls. I still haven't completed the requirements to get into the wedding. The sheer amount of side content is insane, and it's so easy to forget what you're originally supposed to be doing. And let's not even talk about the Easter eggs. You can get lost for hours just stumbling upon hidden gems in the world. This isn't just me either. It's a meme in the KCD subreddit. People joke about spending 200 hours doing early game side quests before even starting the main story. Remember when I said you have a lot to manage? Well, saving is another thing that you have to keep track of. And I'm terrible at it. I get so caught up in picking flowers and gambling on dice that I forget to save. Then, out of nowhere, Bandit attacks me, and I panic, and I try to pull out my sword and get comboed into oblivion, and boom, I'm dead. The worst part? I realized that my last save was over an hour ago. If you ever lost that much progress in a game, you know how soul-crushing it is.
Hey man, whatever lies you have to tell yourself so you can sleep at night.
Yeah, I'll admit, this one is a bit of a cop-out, but hear me out. When I was a kid, I thought adulthood meant playing video games for 16 hours a day. Turns out real life doesn't work that way. Between work, spending time with my girlfriend, hitting the gym, eating, and occasionally sleeping, there's barely enough time to properly play a game as deep as KCD 2. I already have close to 30 hours in game, and most of that is in 1 to 2 hour chunks before work. And let's be real, I have gaming ADHD to the max. I'll probably put 200 hours into this game, get distracted by another one, and forget about it for months before coming back. This video isn't about complaining. None of these things make KCD 2 a bad game. In fact, I believe it's one of the best RPGs ever made. The franchise itself holds a special place in my heart, and both KCD 1 and KCD 2 are masterclasses in immersive gameplay. But I have to accept the fact that I'll probably never finish them. and that's okay. Because Kingdom Come Deliverance isn't about beating the game. It's about living in it. It's about the stories that I create along the way, even if they involve tripping over my sword and losing a fistfight to a beggar. As long as I keep coming back, maybe, just maybe, that's what really matters. So tell me, what's your most ridiculous Kingdom Come moment? Did you get lost for hours? Did you start a tavern brawl? Accidentally commit high treason? Drop it in the comments. Mine was when I found a couple of bandits holding up a traveler and was sent flying into the next county after being hit by a crossbow bolt. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss any of my next videos. A special thank you to Flawed Imp and Stoatzky for their interjections. Links to their channels and Twitch can be found in the description. Thanks for watching, and remember to take care of your IRL stats. Stay healthy, wealthy, and well.
Hey, what's wrong?